Okay, it's time to close the conference. I think we are a bit tired. Then I will be very, very brief. The other day I took the opportunity to thank every one of you for attending the conference. We have heard very kind words of you about the organization. We thanks again for this work, and we hope that you have enjoyed the conference. I will not thanks again to each people of the organization, maybe after in the presentation, but I want to highlight two people that for me have been very, very, very important during this last month. They are the two local chairs that have been in charge of different parts of the organization of the conference, and what you have been seeing during the conference is due to them, mainly. One is Álvaro Hernández, is there. He has been in charge of the web page. You have received a lot of email from him, for sure. Sometimes with my name at the bottom, but was he in charge of them. And the other is Juan Jesus García, is the alma mater of all the local organization. Then I want to give him all the protagonism that he deserves, and then I give the floor to him. Thank you very much for attending, for having here, and see you as friends in other IPing. Thank you.
So, thank you, Jesus, for your nice word. I speak, I think, in my name on behalf of Álvaro as well. So we are going to, I have good news for you, because I'm going to be very brief. We are almost finishing, so only 10 minutes more or less, for the whole ceremony. So first, a lot of you have been asking about how many people, how many presentations, how many oral, how many posters. So here, at a glance, this is the situation. IPing 2016, we got, not today, but we got 270 delegates. Almost 30 people were involved in the organization, so around 300 people have been around here these days. So we got two plenary keynotes, industry panel this morning with 7 speakers, 6 exhibitors yesterday, and I think 1 or 2 of them are here currently. We received 243 contributions, or regular paper and work in progress, and competitors, because competitor had the opportunity to send as well regular paper and work in progress. So then we had 22 oral sessions. All of them were regular papers. We had as well only one poster session, and in this poster session there were some work in progress. But the majority were work in progress and some regular papers as well. No? Some people that ask about changing from oral to poster, this kind of thing. No? So the idea of, this year has been a bit different with regular paper and work in progress, but the idea was to, regular paper is a work that is almost finished, so people can continue doing research, but the idea was to have a final work. And work in progress was thought for people starting new research, PhD student, so this kind of situation. So from competition, we got 4 tracks and 24 competitors. Well, there have been some changes, as you heard earlier when Francesco spoke. So from here, for this number of papers, 133 are eligible to be published on IEEE. So there are some conditions that I think the majority of you know, but there is one, and the one has been during the conference, that to be published on IEEE, the work has to be presented. I know, as far as I know, 5 or 6 papers have not been presented, so this, we had to analyze the situation, the problem what happened, because sometimes could be a problem with visa, illness, something of that. But after checking that, the TPC and with the steering committee, we will decide the final paper to go into IEEE, Explore. So then it means that this is the rate. 54.7% of the received paper are eligible to be published on IEEE. Furthermore, as you know, you had the opportunity as well to extend technically your work and to send to the IEEE Journal Transaction Instrumentation and Measurement, and as well on the website, you have information about a second journal that we have a specialist sub related to IP in 2016. So check the website, please, to get the details about that. Well, topics. Maybe you didn't have the opportunity to attend all the sessions. Of course, there were 5 parallel sessions, a bit complicated. But if you have time to check the conference program, we divided it into 20 topics, and we have winners as well in the topics. So topic, let's see, 2, 6, and 11 are the winners with more than 10 papers on these topics. These are the top 3. Hybrid MU pedestrian navigation with 16 papers. So we had 2 sessions for this topic. The second one, signal strength-based method, with 2 sessions as well. And finally, time of flight and time differential of angle-based localization. So attend this. Some people are asking about countries. There are 37 countries represented in IP in 2016. So it's a good number of countries. We had winners as well. And maybe, as you can imagine, the winner should be Spain. But not. It happened as usual. So then this is the war, and this is the situation. And as usual, Germany won. So Germany is the winner, Japan the third, and Spain, Japan the second, and Spain the third. China and France as well is in the top 5, so it's good. So, and now once that you know all the numbers and the situation, it's time to say thank you. So Jesus said for us, so we are not going to insist on that, but sponsors, committees, people in charge of tutorials, people in charge of competition, organizer, that can do a speaker, the industry panel speaker. But in this group, there are another small group, are the one wearing the orange t-shirt. Without them, everything is impossible. You can imagine the situation. When we started to work with IPIM 1 year ago, there have been 2 people that have helped a lot. We're going to consider these 2 people today. I think they deserve some kind of protagonism in this event. So first, the other co-chair, general co-chair, Kyle O'Keefe, please. I wanted no surprise with the second one, Adriano Moreira. Is not our IPIM steering committee advisor. No, it is. So you can go to the floor to get a picture.
Thank you very much. It's a real recognition. I think it's
Well, and now, last but not least, we have to say goodbye. And welcome to IPIM 2017. So now you have your time here to show the venue and everything related to, come on, please, your turn. So,
okay.
So we learned, in BAM, we learned that there is a tradition in IPIM is to pass the plaque. The plaque. So here is this edition, so 2016, and now they are in charge or try to put here another plaque for next year. So Congratulations and good luck.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And the floor is yours. I think you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Professor Jesus Urena and Dr. Garcia. First of all, let me explain how I selected the location for our next IPIN conference. It was quite simple. While Tokyo usually gets first consideration due to its easy access to numerous large facilities, Sapporo has ample green spaces in addition to excellent meeting venues and amusement areas. Regarding transportation, not only does getting around Tokyo require a basic knowledge of the subway and the train network, but there is currently the added inconvenience of the major reconstruction, renovation of the system now underway. Hokkaido University is located just 10 minutes from Sapporo Station in the city center. So if you want to take a short tour, you can use the subway, just a 5 minutes walk to downtown area. Additionally, there is a very large underground shopping mall running from Sapporo Station to the Susukino amusement area. Another matter that had to be taken into consideration was the 2020 Olympic Games. Traffic flow in Tokyo's crowded street is always a concern, and commuter trains are especially crowded in the morning. So for most foreigners, it can be present a challenge. Preparations for this event will entail a number of massive construction projects in Tokyo, such as building new train stations, repairing undergoing old ones, and similar work on the network of streets as well as the department stores. Fortunately, Sapporo has no such problems. In Japan, we have in place a very active organizing committee working to make the IPIN 2017 event a success. So I would like to ask you to prepare demonstrations of your best indoor navigation systems and take them to Sapporo's well-known Pole Town underground walkway. Now, I have the pleasure to introducing Professor Sugimoto of Hokkaido University, who will describe Sapporo's attractions in detail. Thank you all.
So, thank you for the introduction, Professor Makino. I am Masanori Sugimoto, Hokkaido University. I am in charge of the local arrangement. First of all, I'm sorry to say that my voice is not so good because I drank a lot. It's kidding. But anyway, I'd like to talk a little bit more detail about Sapporo. So please put this event on your calendar now. So we have the IPIN conference 2017, September 18th to 21st. So our campus is something like that. So our campus is located in downtown Sapporo. So Sapporo is a very big city, about 2 million, but we have a lot of nature in my campus. And maybe some of you know about the location of Sapporo, northern part of Japan. So we have 4 islands, and Hokkaido is most north. So you can find a kind of the relationship between Tokyo, Osaka, and Sapporo like this. And you can enjoy not only conference, but also our campus because there are a lot of nature like that. So I'd like to say why you must come to IPIN 2017 in Sapporo, Japan. So IPIN goes to outside Europe every 2 years. So next year, you have a chance to come to outside Europe, Asia. And second one is, as Professor Makino said, it's very easy to access from abroad. I'll talk a little bit more in detail. And also, we have an Olympic Games in 2020 in Tokyo. So we'd like to show you innovative technologies for indoor positioning in Sapporo. And also, maybe some of you know that we held the Olympic game in winter season, 1972, and will be a candidate city in 2026. And also, as I said, Sapporo is the 5th largest city in Japan, but a lot of nature we have. And I'd like to say that we have very, very good food because we are surrounded by ocean, seas, good seafood, good meat, and also good climate. So, for example, you can see temperature. So you should not come to, or how do I say, yeah, it's okay to come in winter season because we have about a 6-meter snowfall in one season. But I think that September is best, no snow, and moderate temperature. And it's very easy to come to Sapporo because we have a very frequent flight from Tokyo or from Osaka to Sapporo. So this shows a kind of statistic. So this is the most busiest airline route. So Sapporo is here. So we have a lot of flight between Tokyo and Sapporo. That's why it's very easy to come. I think maybe more than 70 flights per day. And it's also easy, much more easier, to come to Sapporo from major Asian city like Seoul or Shanghai or Beijing or Taipei. And also from the airport to Sapporo station, a main station of Sapporo city, it's very simple, just ride one train. So only 33 minutes. And then you can come to our university, Hokkaido University. And Hokkaido University is one of the oldest and most prestigious national university in Japan. And our university is located in downtown Sapporo and very close to Sapporo Station. So you can see the map. So this is the station and this is our university, only 5 or 6 blocks from the station. And I'd like to say that, yeah, there are a lot of sightseeing places in Sapporo City, but if you check the TripAdvisor, our university is #1. And this shows a conference venue. So we have an in-campus conference hall, and it's much more, it's the nearest area to the station. So the conference venue is located around here, very close to the station. And this year we have long paper and short paper, working progress paper, poster and demo. And if we follow this format, maybe we can do the same things. But soon we will start the discussion about what kind of format is preferable or what kind of category is good. So please check this website. It is now available, but we want to put a lot of information afterward. And we'll offer cultural program to enjoy your stay in Japan. So maybe we'll offer tea ceremony, something like that, or flower arrangement, or kimono wearing, or calligraphy. So you can enjoy Japanese culture during the conference. And getting around in Sapporo City is very easy. So yeah, as Professor said, Makino said, our city is a kind of the grid-like city, so it's very easy to find landmark. And also we have a lot of English or Chinese or Korean language signage, so you can easily walk around in Sapporo City. And there are a lot of things to see in Sapporo City, like fish market or shrine, or if you are interested in winter sports, you can visit Jump Stadium, very close to the center of the city. And if you like beer, you should enjoy. Very nice beer garden. And if you have time to go different places, like museum, or historical village, or park, or if you like hot spring, it's very easy to go from downtown Sapporo, only 30 minutes drive or say less than 1 hour bus ride from Sapporo Station. And if you have time to go further, you can visit a very famous sightseeing city like Otaru. If you like whiskey, you can try whiskey in this city. And if you like skiing Of course, you should visit Niseko, but unfortunately, we don't have snow in September. So in winter season, we can enjoy ski, something like that. But Niseko is very famous for outdoor activity. That's why you can enjoy nature in Niseko. And if you go further and further more, you can visit a very beautiful lake or many other places in Hokkaido area. That's why you can enjoy not only conference, but also your travel in Hokkaido. So I'd like to show you a short video, a promotion video of Sapporo City. Sometimes come. Thank you for listening. Thank you.
Don't show it.
No, okay. Okay.
No. Don't show it right now.
Okay.
Yeah?
Oh, no, we will plug it after.
Okay, it's now time to start moving back home. But before we go, just one word in the name of the steering committee of IPIN. And the first word is to show our gratitude to all the organizers of this year's event in the name of Professor Jesus Orenge. Thank you very much. You did an excellent job, you and your team, and I think nothing else could be better. You did, I think, a great job with the resources that all the participants made available to the conference, and so thank you very much for all your effort, and I think all the parts of the event were perfect and very pleasant. Thank you very much. Of course, the organization is very important, and it involves a lot of people, not only from the local organizers, but the people from the competitions, from the tutorials, and so on. So there's a lot of people working, and those working the most are you. Those that wrote the papers, those that did the research work, those that shared their ideas here during this week. And so thank you very much to all of you, all participants, and all your contributions to the success of this IPIN conference. As is also already a tradition, we take every year this opportunity, these last minutes, to think about the future. And thinking about the future, I have 3 messages for you. The first one is, if you have ideas, if you have suggestions, please send me email suggesting what we can do to make this event even better. This is the first one. The second one is, we need to engage more people on the technical program committee, on the TPC. We need more members to help us on the more important and scientific task of the event, which is to review papers. I think this is one very important part of any conference. And so if you want to become members of the TPC, and I'm sorry, students are not allowed. So if you are a senior researcher from academia or from industry, it doesn't matter. Just send me an email with a proposal to become a member of the TPC. And finally, also looking to the future, and because these events take a long time to prepare, as you just saw with this beautiful presentation from Professor Sujimoto, we also decide on future events with 2 years in advance. And so during this week, we had the final analysis of the applications for 2018, and we are now ready to announce that after Sapporo, within 1 year, we'll be back in Europe within 2 years, and we will be back in France at the city of Nantes, and I invite Valerie to show you just one single slide to explain why you should start working right now for the papers of 2018. Valerie.
It's off. Is it going?
Could be something related with the resolution or something like that. I
Do you
think
know?
the presentation.
It's there. It was the projector.
It turned off. It's like a suspense progress on the pictures. So as Adriano says, here is just one slide to show you that IPIN 2019 will take place in France, in Nantes. This is this red dot on the upper corner. And on the left, you have some pictures from the city, and it shows you that Nantes is mainly part of old history, castles, creation of France, with important part of the construction of France, but also is very looking forward to the futures with this kind of attractions that are bringing a lot of people in our city. So after Sapporo, it's going to be a real pleasure for the team Geolog in Ifstar, which is the logo here, to welcome you in France in the last week of September. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Valerie. So let's go home. Let's start working for next year. That at least the venues are very attractive. So now we need to do our job. Have a safe and nice trip back home. And see you next year.
Now we have the photo in the patio and a farewell cocktail.